You're watching an Involve Me tutorial on tracking your projects, and more specifically on how to connect the Google Tag Manager and what events you can use. You can use the Google Tag Manager to install custom scripts on your Involve Me projects. Whether it is a JavaScript code snippet or any other functionality, Google Tag Manager makes it easy. Just add your scripts as you normally would with the Tag Manager interface, and they will be applied to your Involve Me project directly. To receive and track events from Involve Me, you can either import our ready-made trigger and variable templates or set them up manually. Let's start with the easier option, importing our templates. To begin, you need to download the JSON container settings, which you can find in the Google Tag Manager help article on help.involve.me, or you can find the link in the description below this video. This file contains all the necessary triggers and variables for tracking your project's activities. The JSON file creates all the triggers and variables that we offer, and for some use cases, you might not need all of them. Then it might be better or more convenient to do this yourself rather than using a JSON file. Afterwards, you of course need to have an account in the Google Tag Manager. After you create it, you'll actually even get the code to copy and paste onto your website in case that's what you're looking for with the Google Tag Manager. But what we need to do is click on Admin on the top navigation menu, and then on the right side, click on Import Container. Here, we will click on Choose Container File, which will be our JSON file. And then you can either choose to overwrite or to merge selected workspaces. Unless you want to delete all previously created tags, triggers, and variables, we advise you to choose the merge mode. As a warning, choosing the overwrite mode will delete all the elements from your container. The merge mode, on the other hand, preserves all previously created elements and only creates new elements for the imported Involve Me triggers and variables. When merging, you can choose to overwrite or rename tags, triggers, and variables that are in conflict. Overwrite will remove all your existing tags, triggers, and variables, and will replace them with those that are imported in the container. A new container version will be created before the import. On the other hand, rename conflict tags, triggers, and variables means that if a variable tag or trigger in a new container has the same name, but the contents are different, rename the new one. And of course, if the content is the same, there is no conflict. Here you can see all the tags with their types, and then we can click Add to Workspace. Afterwards, you'll see the overview of all the changes, and then you can click on, for example, Triggers, and here you have all your triggers, then Variables, all your variables, and so on. Once imported, you'll have access to a range of predefined triggers and variables, and you can see the full list on your screen right now. These triggers and variables are designed to track specific actions users take within your project, from loading the project to answering questions, completing forms, or attempting payments. Let me actually also show you how you can set up triggers and variables yourself, because after all, you don't always need to use a JSON file if you just want to set up one trigger or variable. So first, you're going to go to Triggers on your left, click on New, click anywhere in this box to create a trigger type. At the bottom, choose Custom Event. From the list of aforementioned triggers and variables, choose one trigger and upload it here according to your needs. Then move to Variables, also on your left, right under Triggers. Under User-Defined Variables, click on New, choose a variable to set up, find the Data Layer variable, and once again, from the aforementioned list, take the corresponding Google Tag Manager variable and paste it right here, and you're done. On your Google Tag Manager page, on the very top, you can find the Tag Manager ID right here. Once you're in Involve Me, for example, inside of your workspaces, you can click on the arrow icon on any of your projects, then go to Configure. Once here, you can scroll all the way down to Tracking and Scripts, and here you can simply paste your Google Tag Manager ID. I would also like to mention some notes about when which trigger is fired in specific cases. For example, the question progress events are fired when the user interacts with an input element for the first time, except for non-mandatory fields. For slider elements, the trigger question progress is fired when the user moves the slider or progresses to the next page without moving it. Question answer events are fired when the user progresses to the next page. The free text input and contact for elements are an exception to this rule. Here, the question progress and the contact form filled events are fired instead, respectively. Checkbox input elements that have been added with a contact form element will trigger both question progress and question answer events. And just like that, you're now ready to integrate Google Tag Manager with your InvolveMe projects. This powerful combination will give you deeper insights and control over your project's performance. For more support or questions, you can contact our support team or go to help.involve.me. And good luck getting involved.